Good morning, everyone. Today I'm here in Vanessa Mall and KFC. In front of Vanessa Mall, there is a KFC. After this time, I'm going to uh, visit Aeroport Vanessa because my wife, she's doing advertising. Uh, Queso Korea Festival in Otopeni in that bus station because uh, there are a lot of people who are passing by that bus station. I think that bus station is most uh, busiest station, so we can advertise properly for to the people. So anyway, um, this morning, I'm very happy because God gave me wisdom to do this channel continually and share the word of God continually. So I'm very happy. Even today, I I, I believe, it is true that God will work for us. Yes. So this morning, let us read Genesis chapter 17, verse 15 to 19. And God said unto Abraham, as for Sarai thy wife, thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall her name be. And I will, verse 16, and I will bless her and give thee a son also of her. Yeah, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall be of her. Verse 17. And Abraham fell upon his face and laughed it, and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah, then shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? Verse 18. And Abraham said unto God, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. Verse 19. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. Yeah, in this morning, Abraham, when he listened to the promise of God, uh, saying, I will give you a son through your wife, Sarah. Please do not call her Sarai anymore, but call her as a Sarah. Sarah means uh, the mother of nations, and just like that. So, when he listened to the promise of God like that, what was his response? how did response toward God? He left, right? Yeah, he left it because when he saw himself, he was almost 100 years, right? Yeah. Now he was, yes, how? And how about women? Like Sarai. Sarah was 90 years old. Is it possible for them to have a son? Yes, according to uh, our body system, really it is impossible. In her age, really having a baby is really unthinkable. It is impossible. When you think about our body system, especially for women, having a baby in 90 years old, really, it is really unthinkable. So, Abraham, he left. He left it. But who told him? Who told him that he gonna have a son? Who or who told him that his wife, 90 years old woman, would have a baby, would conceive a baby through him? Who did it? Yes, it is God. As you know, later on, really, although he left it, but later on he repent his heart. So he start to have hope through the word of God. So later on, they could conceive a baby, and as you know, the son Isaac was born. Yes. When I listen to this, even the heart of Abraham and my heart really, really similar. When I listened to the Taste of Korea first time, like this year around April, I heard, uh, sorry, uh, this year around around June, right? Approximately around June, I heard of this Korea's festival, like uh, volunteer dance team in South Korea. They gonna visit here, and they're gonna have kind of Europe tour for US people and whole European, and the members would be like just around 40 people. Really, I scared to invite them to here in Romania because when I saw myself, really, it was impossible to prepare food, accommodations, even the venue for the event. Yes, according to my understanding, it looked like really impossible. But later on, while I attended like the pastors meeting, and while I listened to the testimony of pastors, yes, almost I think the situation could be a little bit different according to uh, European church, but most of us really we do not have enough money for it. Among European church, Romania church, I think really uh, Romanian church is now uh, in their step of really beginning, just beginning step. So according to my understanding, it was impossible. But while I listened to continually the words of God and testimony of our pastors in Europe, even in my heart, I start to think deeply. At first time, uh, as you know, after this uh, Taste of Korea Festival, after this event, we have to apply residence permit extension, and later on, we have to prepare Christmas Miracle Europe tour also. So I just hesitate uh, to ask them, uh, like, be here because I feel like I'm gonna I'm gonna fail. I feel like I felt like if I hold this event later on, I I might go to South Korea because maybe I should use every money for this event. Even with my own ability, with my own budget, really, it is impossible. So not only I, but also whole uh, European pastor, they start to work, start to visit with the hope. So later on, one of our like Poland pastor, he could receive kind of help from a university, even other country pastor, they could receive the support of venue from like a city hall, like Germany. In Germany, they could receive permission and help and donation from two kind of city, small city. Just like this, we could see God start to work in our works, especially in this Romania. Although I tried to uh, find out certain institution like city hall, university, and blah blah to hold uh, this event. So, but although I visited several and many many institutions, they really they were curious about us, about our event. But later on, They eventually they gave me kind of message like this. Okay, um your events look like really great, but this time we have this and that problem, and our situation is like this, so we couldn't make it, just like that. So uh, it was really hard for me to find out the venue. But when I listened to the story of the servant of Abraham, when I listened to his story, I start to have kind of brave heart. So just like the old servant of Abraham, I challenge uh, to visit uh, the city hall and university again and again. And finally, I got permit. Otopeni city mayor like to work with us. So he start to support us, like introducing uh, one director, a Ion Manu, a culture center. Then I was really surprised because of his mindset. Really, he has special mindset for helping others, raising their his disciple. Actually, I don't know exactly what kind of relationship they have, but really he supports certain youths who do not know how to live. He said that even he received the support and guidance from his teacher. His teacher was great. So later on, he could live like this. So anyway, through him, we could receive the venue by free, by donation. So later on, we had kind of budget problem, but amazingly, God started to open the way to receive donation from South Korea again and again, and from my family, from my mother's mother-in-law, and just like that, God fulfill uh, His promise, His plan. So now we are about to start Taste of Korea. Yes, I know. Really, after this event, really, I feel like I'm gonna be kind of beggar, like, because I do not have any money. I feel like, but I have promise from the church. 10 will receive salvation. 100,000 people receive salvation, and most of all Romanian people, they gonna respect me and my family just like that. Really, when I saw the when I see the situation, really, I become frustrated, right? But when I see the promise of God, when I start to read the story of Abraham like this, he laughed when he listened to the promise of God because it was really unthinkable, really. But when I read the Bible continually, verse 18, chapter 8, Genesis chapter 18 and 19 and 20 and 21, 22, 24, just like that, really, I could see God accomplish his promise correctly as it is. So, okay. So situation is not easy, but even I start to believe in God who gonna help me, who gonna accomplish his promise according to his word. So how about all listener of this channel? Please read the Bible and listen to the sermon of pastors while you are doing that kind of spiritual life. In the Bible, you're gonna find out the promise God gives you. So when you start to find out the promise of God, just remember one thing: God, He will do according to His promise. God cannot forsake the people who believe in His promise. Yes. Although we do not see the future, we cannot see the future, but God is able to see the future. I mean, it happened in His perspective, in His eye. It happened, but only we couldn't see it. We cannot see it now because we cannot see the future. But according to the Word of God, we can see the future through His heart, through His eyes, through His Word. We can see the future. Please find out and believe in the Word of God. Thank you. Okay, this morning, is there anyone who want to pray